Hey everyone, welcome to one of our last videos in making a CO2 car in Fusion. In our last video, we altered the front view. As you can see, I left a little bit on here where I have my bottom, just because I do want to have that bottom there just in case I have another way, or I can show you another way to edit that bottom view. Now, the first thing I'm going to do is actually, show you the first way we can do things as far as edit that top view look. So, what we're going to do is start by going to our ISO view, which is the home piece right here. And I have a little bottom section I'm going to take out of my car first. So I'm going to use my extrude, which is the letter E, by the way, to click and just move all the way to that total backside, which is the negative, I believe we found out, negative 21. Hit enter. Now that I have that gone, the next part is I'm just going to go to the front view. And in my front view, I misclicked, I want to make sure that I have a sketch, preferably from that original sketch we edited from before, where I have a line going from top to bottom in one spot, and a line going from top to bottom in another spot. And I kind of already naturally have that going, but I should be able to right click and then edit that sketch, and then edit those marks where I can just do a straight line or an arc or a spline to make a line in the front, a line in the back. And then after I have that portion, I should be able to go to my ISO view, and this time it's going to be very similar to what we've done before, where I take that, extrude, and I'm going to extrude that portion out by just making it smaller. And remember, we're coming down here, and we're doing only half a car right now, so whatever we have, this is negative 15 for an example, that's going to leave like negative 6 or 6 millimeters that's left there. If we were to double that up, it'd be 12 overall. So I said anything around 6 or 7. So in here, if we're seeing a number right around 18, let me show you negative 18. That'd be like the smallest I want you to be, all right? Because that's in theory leaving 3 millimeters on both sides, which makes it about 6 millimeters overall. There's not much space there. 17 might actually be a little better, but you can be larger than that. So by doing that though and hitting OK, we have now made that part skinny. If we make that doubled up, which we will do here at the end, that will, or in a second here, that will show our full car. All right, so that's how we did that. Now, with that being said, I'm just going to edit undo to get back to the start there to show another way we can do that. Pausing to edit undo. Okay, now I'm back, and I put the bottom back on because that's what we're going to do. We're going to use the bottom. So we're going to go to the front view, and from the front view, we're going to go to the bottom. And on the bottom, important things to understand is that this is the front of my car. This bottom portion is actually the middle of my car. And we're going to have a backside of that once we add that back with a mirror. Now, with that being said, I can also come up here and pay attention to this little dot, because this little dot in the back is where that last guideline or construction line was, where that CO2 cartridge is, and I can't be behind that and cutting things away. I can cut things away that are around the axles, but I kind of got to come and work around the axle holes too. So when I'm doing this, I'm going to try to be in front of that CO2 container, and if I'm doing cuts, I don't want to have it around my axle holes either. So what I'm going to show you here is just like a basic shape. So this could be an arc, it could be a line, it could be a spline. Any of those things we're doing, I'm going to show an arc, because an arc's a very popular thing. So I'm going to go in here, and I'm going to do a create sketch. We're going to select the bottom of our car. And when we select the bottom of our car, what we're going to do then next is we're going to edit our shape that way. If you want it to be a pocket in the middle, this would be taking it from this side. All right, that'd be the inside being taken away and leaving the outside. If you want to cut from the outside to make it skinnier, we'll be doing this top side. So in here, I take my arc, and I want to just make sure I'm in front of that little endpoint, because that little endpoint shows that that's where my CO2 container is. I can zoom in to see that. All right, it's right around there. That's that little point. And then if I click there, that'd be the start of my arc. If I want it to go all the way down to where my endpoints were, you can see where kind of my endpoints were to the front of my car. I can't remember where my circle is going through, but I wish I could kind of see it. But I think I'm going to go back here. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to then bend this. And remember kind of the same rule here. Wherever we bend this, it'll be double the size once we put our other side on. So I'm just going to kind of drop it. Now, finish my sketch, go to an ISO view in this bottom, and then I'm going to use that extrude to click on that and pull my arrow all the way up through, and then hit OK. Now, if I hit my home button, you will see the shape that we've made, and once again, this is half of our car. All right. In the next little video, I'm going to show us how to put the back half on after we've done this portion. Now, I always look to make sure that we're not cutting away from things we can't cut away. Like I can see here that, well, I must have been a little bit off there because that wasn't the front of that last dot wasn't the front. It ended up being a little bit away. But if I check from my top view going down, I think that might be okay still. All right, meaning it's a little further ahead, and we have a little bit of this is going to be taken off there anyway. So it's going to be all right. But if you have questions about if that's going to be interfering with our back piece that way, I got to watch some videos to see if there's an x-ray I can turn on so I can see the inside cavities and stuff. Now, with that being said, that is two different ways where we can change our front view, our top view profile. And remember, I'm just going to go here, go to front, and then rotate the top, because it's changing this top perspective, meaning no longer a rectangle, now it's been smaller, mid-smaller in that space. Or using the same method I did before, where I push, pull, or extrude back from shapes, you can do that too. Hope this video helps. Good luck doing your top view. I'm learning a lot here, so questions will help me get better at this program. Thank you all.